Okie dokie. Well, welcome everyone. Tonight we are coming to you live to talk about the Wellness Plus program, which is an amazing tool and resource that our company has provided us to allow busy professionals to partner with us and share the message of health with more people. And so I'm going to turn this call over to Felice, who has some experience with the Wellness Plus and is going to share with you her experience and some of the resources that the company has to offer. So Felice, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Oh. All right, thank you, Michelle. So first of all, some of you might not even really know what Wellness Plus is. I know a lot of us got to see some videos on it at conference, and that's really how we first heard about it, I think last conference. So I actually thought I would share a short video first to start us off for those of you who are unfamiliar with what Wellness Plus even is. So I'll kick us off with that video once I remember how to screen share. There we go.
Must appreciate that health professionals like you are busy people who want to have a bigger impact on today's world. You do more, but just lacking the time to do it. Worrying that you have maxed out your income potential, but wondering how you could possibly fit anything more into your life.
Does any of this sound familiar? Well, that was me 9 years ago. Hi, I'm Amy Dangelmeyer. I'm a wife, a busy mom, and a nurse practitioner. And now I'm not only the proud owner of my own medical practice, I'm also the proud owner of my own Juice Plus business.
And I'm Leanne Harris. For over 15 years, I've been helping others create a healthier lifestyle by recommending Juice Plus nutritional products. Now I'm helping Amy do the same through the Juice Plus Wellness Plus program.
Juice Plus Wellness Plus program was specifically designed with busy professionals in mind. An easy way to earn extra money by simply sharing information about good nutrition. All you have to do is recommend Juice Plus to your patients, your clients, or your customers, and let a person called a wellness coordinator do the rest.
If you're like me, patients will often come to you for advice about their diets or advice about supplements. Well, that's where Juice Plus comes in. It's a healthful, plant-based product that you can comfortably and confidently share with anyone. With a simple product premise and a large and expanding body of clinical research, Juice Plus is the perfect way to help people bridge the nutritional gap so many of us have.
And as Amy's wellness coordinator, I get to follow up with them, answer questions, and provide education on the importance and the benefits of fruits and vegetables and Juice Plus. Also let Amy know which patients decide to take Juice Plus. And she can continue dialogue in the office while I support each customer's health journey by keeping in touch with them.
Although your wellness coordinator can really be anyone, including someone from your office staff, in most cases it will probably be your sponsoring Juice Plus representative, like Leanne is mine.
I helped Amy set up her waiting room and her exam rooms with displays and information about fruits and vegetables and Juice Plus. The Juice Plus company provides everything we need. This includes sample letters and HIPAA-compliant documents. Of course, I handle all the follow-up. All Amy has to do is recommend Juice Plus.
Share good nutrition and earn extra money. With our Wellness Plus program, it's really that simple. There's no investment other than your $50 application fee. And no product inventory required. The company ships directly to your customer's door. We can even compensate your wellness coordinator on your behalf automatically. One less thing for you to worry about.
As Amy's wellness coordinator, I've been able to build relationships with many of her patients, which has helped strengthen her practice in both of our Juice Plus businesses. We've also created a team of mission-driven people who are interested in making a positive difference in the world. My Juice Plus team, including Amy, has become a second family.
Because I said yes to the Juice Plus business, my family and I have been able to say yes to so much more. Yes to more vacations, yes to more giving, and yes to a 3-day work week. No longer missing my kids' activities.
So, if you're a busy professional who'd like to earn more money by leveraging your existing practice or business and helping your patients or clients at the same time, talk to your Juice Plus representative about our Juice Plus Wellness Plus program.
You'll feel great helping others bridge their nutrition gaps.
And it might be just what you need to bridge your own income gap.
Okay, so that's just a little overview of what the Wellness Plus program is, and that's a video that you can actually share with someone that might be interested in this program. But so who is the Wellness Plus program for? Obviously, the video showed a physician, so that might be what you're thinking. But honestly, it can be for a variety of people, physicians, other health practitioners, even gyms, yoga studios. I'm going to touch on how we've implemented it in our yoga studio in a minute, but and it can also just be for anyone that wants to do the business but doesn't have time or doesn't want to do the customer care portion of the business. So, you know, sometimes you have someone who wants to sign up or has a lot of people to recommend, but maybe just is not at all interested in the business. This can be a great opportunity for them to earn some money back and for you to still get all of those customers. So how can you set someone up, or where can you find more information? It's actually, there's tons of information in our virtual office. So I'm going to show you where you can find that. Can you guys see my screen again? Okay, so in your virtual office, you're gonna actually from the homepage, you'll click on the resources tab, and then under resources, it's forms and resources, and you scroll down and Wellness Plus materials. So there's tons of really awesome information here. There's a brochure that you can share with potential Wellness Plus people, and then there's a great overview of actually what Wellness Plus is. And just oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. I wanted to share a little bit of just kind of what, well, this is what it's getting started. This just details everything that you have to do to sign somebody up to be a wellness coordinator. It talks about the thing I wanted to touch on that's in here that's really important is that you need to figure out, first of all, how they want to build the Juice Plus within their business. So
Lisa, if you stop your screen share and open it and then screen share again, you'll be able to show it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I just think it's beneficial for people to see it.
Yes, absolutely. Hopefully this is the right one. I have several documents open here I wanted to share. Okay, yep. So now you see getting started, Wellness Plus getting started. Okay, so setting up your distributorship, this goes through everything that you need to do for that. But what I really love is, or one thing I wanted to touch on is that it talks about figuring out how you want to set it up within the office. So are you going to be the wellness coordinator, or is someone in the office going to be the wellness coordinator? Are there multiple practitioners or business owners within this office? So you kind of have to figure out the hierarchy of how things are all going to set up or be set up, and who's going to be. So another option is maybe it's just going to be underneath the whole business, and they'll split up the commissions on their own. Or are you going to have one person who's above everyone and the others are underneath? It also touches on the importance of helping the Wellness Plus or the Wellness coordinator or Wellness Plus person reach the top or not top level, top commission level of our business as sales coordinators, so that they're maximizing their commissions that they're going to earn off of all their orders. So, and then there's this really great letter that's in here too. Well, there's a couple, but I'll just pull up one so that you guys can see a sample of an endorsement letter. And so this is something like in an office, so in a physician's office or in a chiropractor's office or something like that, that the doctor can share with their patient.
Yeah.
And it says, you can't see it? Oh.
It's just white.
Oh. Okay, let me.
Again. We saw something before.
Okay, sorry. No, can you see it now or no?
It shows
Okay.
a second. Maybe minimize it. Or can other people see it? Okay, I can see now.
Now you can see it? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So when I made it big. Okay, so
Yeah.
now it's just small and hard to read. But basically, you can obviously go into your virtual office and see these on your own. But I just wanted to give you an example that this is something that the doctor can share with the patient. It gives, and then the patient signs it, giving permission for the wellness coordinator to contact them with more information about Juice Plus. Now, so there's a couple, as I mentioned, there's different businesses that you can incorporate Wellness Plus into, and there's also different ways that you can incorporate it. So Jenny is actually going to hop on in a little while, and she's going to share how she's helped start some wellness coordinators and some businesses on Wellness Plus. But before she does that, I wanted to talk a little bit about what we've done in our yoga studio so that you guys can get the perspective of the business owner. So it's a little different for us, as Alexis and I are already Juice Plus, already have our own Juice Plus business, but we, in the studio, how we've done Wellness Plus is we've actually taken it on more as a brand, and we brought it into the studio as an event. So we are talking to our clients. We are introducing our Wellness Plus program to you. Our Wellness Plus program is about offering you better health with nutrition versus just yoga or just what you're doing to work out, just offering health as a whole. And so what we've done is we initially held a Wellness Plus event, which was just an informational event. And we were really intentional on inviting to that event and following up. And Katie Page is actually a 12 Club senior sales coordinator or sales coordinator. And we kind of followed her steps with this program. She did this. Now her situation was slightly different in that she worked in a yoga studio. She didn't own the yoga studio, but she became the wellness coordinator for this yoga studio. And she was able to bring on 85 customers in 35 days doing a program like this, which is just insane. Unfortunately, our event was not that successful, but it was still really great. We had a great turnout, and it was an awesome way for us to share Juice Plus with our clients that we hadn't had the chance to speak to one-on-one. And then we just started this I think we just did this like 3 weeks ago. And as a follow-up to that event, we did a meal prep just last night. And so our plan is to continue moving forward with a Wellness Plus informational meeting once a month and a meal prep once a month. And so the meal prep is not just for people that are doing the shred, but it's open to our whole community, and it's just another way to drip on them with Juice Plus. But if anyone, I'm not going to, Katie Page actually did a wonderful 30-minute training on what she did, and I'd be happy to share that with everyone if anyone's interested. So I just don't want to like reiterate her training too much, but like I said, the main points were intentional outreach and follow up. And so after the event, following up with anyone who came, anyone who didn't come, and anyone who didn't come, following up with them with phone calls and talking to them about the shred. And then, of course, just creating the excitement within the studio or the office or whatever it is about the shred 10 coming up. We're doing it as a group, all of that. So these are just two different ways and two different examples of businesses and how you can implement the Wellness Plus program. So I just wanted to give you our perspective. So those of you who obviously don't own gyms or aren't in a yoga studio, you can kind of know what we've done that's been successful. So now is Jenny on? Let's see. I would love to turn it over to her, but I don't see her. So maybe she's not quite on yet.
I can share about what I'm kind of doing.
Okay.
Yeah. So I actually offer, I think that when you go to someone, if you have someone that owns a business like this, I think it's important to offer them both options of being a Wellness Plus or being a regular rep, because ultimately, you know, we don't want to, the goal is not to be somebody's customer taker care of forever. I think like with Leanne Harris and Amy, the goal is to get them enough money to where they want to take over their business and be able to be, you know, a full-on rep eventually. You know, if they don't want to do their current work full time or they would like more time freedom, the goal is to get them to a paycheck. But also, you know, there are some people that if you just lead with Wellness Plus, you could have missed out on an awesome rep who would do the business themselves. And so I recently met with my bar studio owner who got on Juice Plus in October. I met with her on Halloween. So it was the last day of the month. And we were going over, she did the shred on her own 10-day. She ordered like a lot of products. She did the shred right away, had a good experience, and was already sharing with other people. And I just was like, hey, let's meet for coffee. I want to hear about your tea. I want to hear about your shred experience. And I want to tell you about ways to partner with us because you're having, you know, you're loving Juice Plus. And so we met and I shared with her, you know, you can be a rep yourself. It's $50 a year. I went through like the basics of being a rep, but then I said, we also have Wellness Plus, but I would be getting a certain part of your commission in order to take care of your customers. You know, which of those sounds like a good fit for you? And she's like, well, you know, I think I want to start just being a rep. And she said, if I want to change down the road, can I? And I was like, I didn't know the answer, but I said yes, because I'm sure you can. You know, I'm sure we could work that out down the road and she could sign that application. But, you know, so I was really surprised. I thought she would be like, I'm too busy. I want to do the Wellness Plus, but she actually wanted to be a rep. And then I have another physician group. This couple owns a concierge medical, like basically their own clinic, and they have clients that pay monthly to be their clients. And so they can have, instead of doing insurance, they basically get these doctors on call for them 24/7. And so they own it. And I met her at this booth I was doing. She goes to my church, but I talked to her and she basically was like, hey, you know, we love Juice Plus. My kids, it changed our life, and was telling me that Juice Plus like helped her kids go from being sick all the time to not. And anyway, she came over to the booth and she was like, you know, do you want to sell Juice Plus at our clinic? And of course I was like, yes, but I was like, let me tell you about our Wellness Plus program, because I want her to benefit. I know she's going to refer Juice Plus already, but I know she's going to refer it more if actually she gets a cut of every sale versus me just having it in her office. And so I think that, you know, in different situations, it's, you know, she's super busy and has a lot on her plate. So this is probably a better fit for her. But those are two situations where I kind of brought it up in the last week or two, and it kind of went different ways. So she was like, yes, I would love for you to take care of the customers, because I just am like, wheels are spinning. I just, you know, she's like, I just want people to take it. And so that's a good way for me to step in and help her.
Yeah, and just as a note, you were asking, you didn't know if it's possible to switch from being in the business to a wellness coordinator. That was something Jenny was actually going to touch on. I believe Jillian had someone on her team that just was overwhelmed and couldn't do it anymore, and they switched her over to a wellness class.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
So,
I figured it was just changing her, the way she gets paid.
yeah, so it's definitely an option. But I don't see Jillian or Jenny, and I know we're kind of coming to the end. So I'll open it up for questions right now, and then if Jenny hops on, she can share.
Yeah, where was that video? I liked that video that you shared because I hadn't seen that one.
So it's on YouTube. I actually just Googled and found it. I remember they shared this at conference, this past conference though.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
So it's on the Juice Plus.
I can share the link. I'll share the link to it in our Plant Strong.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that video was really good. And then I do want, if you want to, just post the training from Katie Page.
Okay.
The 30-minute training, because I definitely want it, and I'm sure other people want it.
Yeah, it was.
Because even though I'm not going to do the Wellness Plus with the bar studio owner, she is going to promote the shred for January, and we're going to do a booth and stuff at her studio. And so I feel like some of the things are still applicable, even though she's going to be a regular rep.
Yes, absolutely. Well, and that's actually what Katie ended up doing with the owner of the yoga studio. She did become a regular rep. She started as a wellness, and then she ended up moving her up to sales coordinator because they were getting so many people within the studio that also wanted to share and become part of the mission too. So it just made sense. And then of course the commission level there too. So
yeah, so you can go both ways. You could start out as one or the other and flip.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. That's good to know. Who else has questions? This is a fun, new, exciting topic for our team.
Yeah, I think it's just an awesome way to approach some businesses or an easier way to approach businesses like a physician or a chiropractor that maybe you might have been like a little bit standoffish about approaching before. So some great resources.
I have a question.
Awesome.
I know I used to work at the University of Texas in the athletic department, and I had met and been through a seminar with their nutritionist. She's a nutritionist. I think she does everybody in athletics. Like she works for the kind of the training table. Sorry, my dog is. But she's on my chicken list to email because I could call her maybe, but I haven't seen her probably over 5 years since I stopped working when I had our daughter. But if anybody has any tips as to how to approach her with the Juice Plus, I would love it. I don't know like if she would be allowed to present it to the university or how that would work, if wellness coordinator, wellness plus, or her being a rep. I just don't really know like how to go about approaching her with it. I'm hoping I can sit in front of her and talk to her about it, or Jenny and I can go meet with her. But I think my first reach out is going to end up being an email. So any kind of advice would be awesome.
Well, I think you have to reach out and just find out if she's open to looking into the possibility, right? You don't want to put all the cards on the table in the email. You want to pique her interest and say, hey, I have this great idea. I don't know if it would work, but I know this and this is about you, and I know that your passion is to help people, help your clients or whatever with their health, whatever her main focus is, and just say, I want to run an idea by you. Can I give you a call, or can we grab tea next week? Or, you know what I mean? Like you want to reconnect, you want to establish the rapport, tell her, a little bit about and if you can get her on the phone or get her in person, then you're going to have a better time being able to navigate like, okay, like, if it is allowed, what could it look like? If it's not, would a Wellness Plus program work where you're just telling them about it and sending them, giving me permission to reach, to follow up with them. And so you kind of have to navigate it based on what you learn in the conversation.
Yeah.
But I think you can't go wrong if you reach out and you propose like a conversation about something that you think would really interest her. I would be curious. I'd be like, sure, why, but if you put all the beans on the table, then, she might do some Googling or, and make up her own preconceived notions and you don't get the chance to actually talk to her.
Yeah, true. Okay. That's good advice. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Anybody else have questions?
I have a question. I don't know if it's stupid, but I hadn't really thought about it until watching that video where they were setting up a display in the office. So would this only be a good idea for somebody local, do you think, so that you can be in the office, or is it okay if I knew somebody out of state that might want to do it?
It depends on the situation. I think if you can find them a wellness coordinator in the office, like if they have someone in the office that would be willing to be the wellness coordinator, then I think it would work fine. And not necessarily, because you could always speak to people on the phone too if you were the wellness coordinator. So I think you could make it work in the same situation. And if you needed to get them like a display, you could just mail her things, or she'll get her own product. So
I think it could work either way. I mean, it's easy when it's local because you can just pop in and do more events and things. But if the wellness practitioner or whatever they they really get Juice Plus and they really see the value, it's going to be about educating them up front and getting their belief strong so that they do recommend it, they do turn to it, and then just showing them a video like this, showing them resources that are going to help them know, how they can set it up in their office. And just, really making it a point to connect every week to get their, the list of people that you need to follow up with, or, having a good system down. It's not a stupid question at all, Tricia.
There are no stupid questions.
Yeah, good question. Anyone else have questions or circumstances you're thinking about for the Wellness Plus program? All right. Well, we'll have to have Jenny do a live video on our Facebook page if she doesn't get on, so she can share her experience with Wellness Plus. But we're at 8:59, so unless anybody else has a burning question, we will jump off here. And if you are a sales coordinator leader on our team, we will have a call immediately after this for our monthly leader call. So thanks, Felice. That was awesome information. I learned some new things, and I feel more ready for my meeting that I have this week because of this call. So we appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm glad to do it.
No problem. Bye, everyone.
Bye.